like this before. We looked at each other in the same way then. Can't remember where or when. The clothes you're wearing, they're the clothes you wore. The smile you are smiling, you were smiling then. Can't remember where or when. Some things that happen for the first time seem to be happening again. And so it seems we've met before, laughed before, loved before, but who knows where or when. Some things that happen for the first time seem to be happening again. And so it seems we've met before, yeah, laughed before, oh, loved before, but who knows where or when. Good evening and welcome to Youth Wants to Know. Tonight is really quite a special occasion because in addition to having the delightful new television star, Miss Dorothy Provine, we are dedicating our entire show to the one and only Frank Sinatra. Yes? Beat already. Yes, tonight we're paying tribute to a man who has achieved fantastic success in every phase of show business. A man whose thinking is never narrow, but who sees everything in terms of the broad. A man who, though is making a picture in Hawaii right now, has graciously consented to fly here tonight, as long as he was up there anyway. And so, without further ado, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, my pal, and one of the world's great talents, Frank Sinatra.
Hi, Cat. Ring-a-ding-ding-a-ding.
No. Hold it. Frank Sinatra?
No.
No. Oh. Boy, you could have fooled me, I bet you.
Well, we didn't get a chance to tell you, but Mr. Sinatra hasn't arrived yet.
But his plane landed 3 hours ago.
Yes, but he had a down, yes.
Oh.
A little humor there.
Humor, yeah, sure. But, well, look, the whole show was built around Frank, and I've got an idea. You've been standing in for Frank all week. You know all the songs, the lines, the moves. So as far as I'm concerned, until the real Frank comes along, ladies and gentlemen, Frank Sinatra.
Me, Frank Sinatra?
Why not? You've got the shakes. You're doing fine.
Will I have to kiss any girls?
That's just like Frank, ain't it? Well, look, frankly, old buddy, this is your night. You've certainly come a long way.
Well, thank you, Mr. Martin.
Dino.
I can't speak Italian.
Oh. Now, Frank, let's recreate one of the great moments in your career. Will you ever forget that wonderful night?
What does she want?
Your hat and coat. She's a hat check girl. That's what she wants here.
Okay. Well, I was afraid you wanted me to dance with her.
Oh, no, no. No, Frank, you didn't dance. You sang. And will you ever forget that wonderful night when they first gathered around the bandstand just to hear your golden voice?
I can't sing.
Can Frank? Look, get over here. The year 1940. The place, the Century Room of the Hotel Commodore in New York City. And you, Frank Sinatra, you are there.
I can't sing.
He's not the guy who cared about love, and he's not the guy who cared about fortunes and such. Never cared much.
But look at me now. I'm a killer.
He never knew the technique of kissing. He never knew the thrill he could get from your touch. Never knew much.
But look at me now. Jack, I'm ready.
Look at him now.
And no one in a place. Smoke?
I don't smoke.
Frank smokes. Looks like you got 3 cigarettes there. Drink?
Oh, I don't drink.
Frank drinks.
Frank drinks?
All right. Sing.
Oh, I don't sing.
Oh, Frank sings. I give him the words, but he sings. So go ahead. Here we go. You're in. It's 2:45.
It's 2:45.
There's no one in the place
No one in the place
except you and me.
except you and me.
Oh, wonderful.
No.
It's good for you. So set him up, Joe.
Set him up, Joe.
I got a little story.
I got a little story
You ought to know.
you ought to know.
Oh, boy, that's it. Oh, are you becoming Frank? To the end
To the end
of a brief episode.
of a brief episode.
Make it one for my baby.
Make it one for my baby.
One more for the road.
And one more for the road.
Don't you think you've had it? Don't you think you've had enough?
Sorry, man, I'm driving.
Oh, you're driving.
What?
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
And Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close.
And Joe, I know you're going to close.
Torch that I found.
Torch that I found
Must be drowned.
must be drowned.
Or it soon will explode.
Or it will explode. Oh, yeah.
Make it one for my baby.
Make it one for my baby.
And one more for the road.
And one more for the...
What kind of a road?
A long, long road, Dino. A long road. I'll see you.
All right.
He's the guy who turned out a lover. So he's the guy who laughed at those blue diamond rings. What a thing.
I think I'm going to be sick.
In honor of Frank's first big hit record, here's the one he made with Harry James that started him on his fabulous climb to the top. So that today, making movies all over the world, he'd be late for my show. All or nothing at all. Half a love never appealed to me. If your heart never could yield to me, then I'd rather have nothing at all. Or nothing at all. If it's love, there is no in-between. Why begin to cry for something that might have been? No, I'd rather have nothing at all. Please don't bring your lips so close to my cheek. Don't smile or I'll be lost beyond recall. Oh, the kiss in your eyes and the touch of your hand makes me weak. And my heart may grow dizzy and fall. And if I fell under the spell of your call, I would be caught in the undertow. So you see, I got to say no, no, oh, nothing at all. Let's say hello again to that wonderful young lady, Dorothy Provine. It's a great pleasure welcoming you to our show.
Where's Frank Sinatra?
Oh, don't thank me. I'm delighted you could make it.
I'll just die if he doesn't show up. I have every record he ever made.
And I've followed your career with great interest, too. You were on that fine show last year, The Alaskans.
I think Frank Sinatra is the greatest performer the world has ever known.
The Alaskans isn't on anymore, huh?
You don't know how I look forward to being on your show.
Really?
Meeting Frank Sinatra, singing with Frank Sinatra.
Who sent you, Jerry?
He said I was going to sing a duet with Frank Sinatra.
Yeah?
Me singing with him? Well, I don't have to tell you.
No, you don't have to tell me.
All my life I've wanted to sing with someone like Frank Sinatra. He's so Italian. Italians are so dreamy.
Just a second. This may come as a shock to you, but I am Italian.
You?
My real name's Martini, and I've got the olives at home to prove it.
You Italian?
Yes.
Well, then that's wonderful. We can sing the song together because this is the kind of song that has to be sung with an Italian.
Swell. How's it go?
On a hilltop in Rome stood a boy and a girl. Tomorrow she'd be his bride. As they spoke of their honeymoon, here's what the boy to his cara mia cried.
Good, that's pretty.
In the cool, cool, cool of the evening, Shadow, I'll be there. In the cool, cool, cool of the evening, better save a chair.
When the parties are getting a glow on and singing fills the air, in a swank of the night when the tunes are right, you can tell 'em I'll be there.
Sue wants the barbecue, Sam boil a ham, Grace votes for bouillabaisse stew.
Jake wants a weenie bike, steak and a layer cake. He'll get a tummy ache too.
We'll rent a tent or teepee.
Jawohl.
Let the town crier cry.
And if it's RSVP, this is what we'll reply. In cool, cool, cool of the evening. Tell him I'll be there in the cool, cool, cool of the evening. Slick 'em on my hair.
In the parlor, getting a glow on. Singing fills the air.
If I ain't in the clink,
And there's something to drink.
if the doings are keen,
Send for Dottie and Dean.
if they put in a phone.
I can call Victimone.
Oh, that kind of Italian.
And
Here's
it's
how we'll be Continue with our tribute to Frank Sinatra. Here's a picture of Frank in this week's issue of Look magazine, and I think it's very nice that Look gives a fine 5-page spread to one of Frank's dearest friends. Right? Doc Holliday or somebody. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful ballad sung by Frank Sinatra as only he can sing it. It's not here yet? Well, where's Mumbles? Bring Mumbles. Where's Mumbles? Let me out! It's a loud hiccup, buddy.
Yeah, I want to do my battle all the way, Dean. Let's hit it, Nelson.
No, that's David.
Oh, sorry.
Why, you leaving?
No, I want that girl that brought it out.
You know, that's the best imitation of Sinatra you've done all night.
Oh, what do you mean imitation? I am Frank Sinatra.
Oh, you fool. There is no Frank Sinatra.
Oh, I mean it. I really am. Where's the broad? Oh, yeah, it's right there. He may be Frank Sinatra at that. No, he's that wonderful young comedian, Don Knotts. Good night, Don, wherever you are. Well, as long as Frank is still in Hawaii, here's a beautiful ballad by Frank Sinatra, as only I can sing it. Little soft light, little soft music. Nelson, David. When somebody loves you, it's no good unless she loves you.
Aloha, Wahinis and Kanakas. And all that other jazz.
Well, what does that mean?
That means this must be the please.
Well, Frank Sinatra, what are you doing here?
Did I miss anything?
No, just the 11 o'clock news.
Umu, nuku, nuku, apa, wa, wa, ooh, ooh. That's an expression of our people.
Oh, and a Hawaiian Italian.
Yeah. Aloha. One of our new citizens.
That's what I call democracy in action, boy.
Watch it, Charlie. Well, what do I do now?
Well, Frank sings.
Frank sings?
Sure. Well, why don't you do that song you just recorded? Okay, David.
Just a second.
Just
I work alone.
Big deal. So does the Will Maston Trio.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm there was a chick, the prettiest chick I know, with a little curve here and a little curve there. She had little curves everywhere, but old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And oh, this chick, she had a walk, E-I-E-I-O. And how this walk would drive 'em wild, swinging to and fro. A little wiggle here, a little wiggle there. Man, this chick, she had wiggles to spare. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. When she went walking into town, E-I-E-I-O. The local gentry popped their eyes. Tarnation, what a show. With a gall dang here and a gosh dang there. Ever suit Betsy, I do declare. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Now there was a barn dance Saturday night, E-I-E-I-O. And the fellas, they came from miles around just to see her do-si-do. With a promenade here and a promenade there, and a square dance, man, this chick was no square. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. I used to be a trap man, E-I-E-I-O. Until I hit MacDonald's place, things were mighty slow. With a little chick here, a little chick there, I didn't have a real chick anywhere. Old MacDonald had this farm, E-I-E-I-O. This farm was sort of knocked me out, E-I-O. And I asked MacDonald for a hand. Poppy said, go, man, go. With a little curve here, a little wiggle there, a gall dang here, and a gosh darn there. Do-si-do here, a promenade there. I got my own county private fair. But old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-O.
Frank! No, all kidding aside, I got to admit, when you sing a song, you're certainly worth waiting for.
You really think so?
No?
Now, look, I should say that I'm very sorry, and I will, because we were shooting this picture, you see, over at Maui in Hawaii, and we have a tremendous cast headed by Spencer Tracy, and I just couldn't get away.
Oh, well, what's it called?
The Devil at 4 o'clock.
Oh, it's a catchy title.
Well, it's really a marvelous adventure story, and I play a convict.
Oh, I like that. Ooh, boy, a convict.
Oh, you dirty rat. No, honestly, I fall in love with this blind nurse who's in charge of a complete leper colony, see?
Oh, it's a musical.
How did you know?
Well, it's got Spencer Tracy. That's how I
right.
know.
Yeah, he swings, man. He
does?
wails.
He wails?
Especially, yeah, when the volcano blows up, he really wails.
Yeah, good. I love a happy ending.
Well, now that we've sung a few songs and have exchanged a few pleasantries, goodbye.
No, hold it. What are you talking? I got a whole list of songs for you and I to sing.
No. There'll be no singing, absolutely. I've got to go, Dean.
Frank, it's your night. This whole show's a tribute to you.
Whole show?
Yes.
I'll go back to the volcano.
No, sir. Look, you don't understand. What I'm trying to tell you is tonight we're doing the Frank Sinatra story.
You wouldn't dare.
Yes, Frank, this is your story. Yes, Frank Sinatra. Singer, actor, entertainer, a superstar, even within a profession that speaks only in terms of the supreme and the colossal. Yes.
Well, that's swell. Thank you very much.
No. Sit down. I'm not finished. But it was not always thus. There was a time... Thus? Yeah, I made that up.
I wish you'd take it back.
All right. There was a time when you were just a starving, struggling bum. And if you're not careful, it'll happen again.
Oh, I hip to that, yeah.
Yes, Frank Sinatra, born of humble beginnings, but destined to reach a star. Gee. Oh, there were many around the way who saw in your gentle smile and mean disposition a hint of genius to come.
Favorite pupil.
Oh, Oh, shut up. Hark! I heard a voice.
Yeah, it's over there.
He was much smaller than all the other children in the 3rd grade. You'd never dream he was 16.
They didn't feed me too well.
Recognize that voice?
I really do, Dean. That's Mrs. Russell, my old school teacher.
That's right, Frank, from Bayonne, New Jersey, still hale and hearty, Mrs. Elvira Russell.
I'd like to...
Mrs. Russell couldn't make the trip, so I got my old school teacher.
I'll bet you stayed after school, Charlie.
What school? She was my private tutor.
Hey. That's a new kind of 3 R's. Reading, writing, and a ring-a-ding-ding.
Yes, Frank. You worked hard at school, but you worked even harder after school.
I gave Frankie his first job, washing dishes, and he was very good at it. I always felt Frankie had a great future in the kitchen. I must say, I was never crazy about the way he sang.
Sound familiar?
That could be anybody.
Hank Sanicola from Hasbrook Heights. Looks good, don't he?
Yeah, but he's still got the same tailor.
Same tailor, yes, sir. Reading, writing, and ring-a-ding-ding. Yes, things were tough, but you always had a song in your heart. You knew that somehow, someday, you'd blow up the world. Soon your song was being heard by millions, millions of girls. As time went on, men began to listen, too, and they hated you. Familiar to you?
My agents?
Yeah. No, Frank. This was the first Bobby Soxer ever to swoon over you when she was just 15 years old. From Flushing, Long Island, Miss Arlene Krillman.
Oh, Miss Krillman.
Gotten so fast.
No. Yes, Frank, you were on your way to stardom. And soon, Hollywood beckoned. Who will ever forget your performance in The Kissing Bandit?
Good night, folks. For this, I flew 3,000 miles.
Oh, no. And then came the picture that really did it for you, Frank, when you played a sailor in that great musical. And this was your outstanding moment in the movie where you captured the heart of America. From that moment on, there's no holding you.
Where was I in that thing there?
So MGM let you go.
True.
But you came back, and then from here to eternity, you won the Academy Award, the Oscar, for such great moments as in this magnificent scene. I cried like a baby.
Oh, I fell apart.
Oh, it's true you weren't on the screen a lot, but they talked about you all through the picture. And badly. I know that. Then came Johnny Concho.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, what sheer poetry. What a tender, sensitive performance when you turned to Keenan Wynn and said...
Shut your filthy mouth.